Hello and welcome to Cuyahoga Community College on behalf of the counseling faculty. We know that starting college can be exciting, but also stressful, not just because of things that may be going on for you personally, but for those you know. We've put together a helpful guide and website that we hope you refer to as needed. You will be receiving a lot of information during your college experience, but knowing that you can access these resources anytime is something we hope will bring you peace and confidence. The Student Resource Guide you received is packed full of important information to help you help yourself and/or others. The guide is broken down into the 5 areas listed here. This guide is also accessible on our Help Us Here website at www.try-c.edu/helpushere by clicking on Student Resources. You can access the same information from the Tri-C mobile app by clicking on Suicide Prevention, which will take you directly to the Help Us Here website. For information on downloading the Tri-C mobile app, go to www.try-c.edu/mobile. Now let's take a look at your Student Resource Guide. The front of the Student Resource Guide lists a few of the many campus resources available to you, such as counseling and psychological services, campus police, and veterans services. Community resources are all around the greater Cleveland area. A great place to begin is the 24/7 First Call for Help by dialing 211 or going to www.211oh.org. Simply let the operator know your situation, such as needing housing, help paying for prescription medication costs, housing or utilities, looking for a support group, or finding a place with reduced legal consultation fees, and you'll be directed to the appropriate service. Other community resources can help you better understand mental health concerns, attain specialized services in areas such as rape or sexual assault, or give you information on how to report abuse. The 24/7 resources are especially key in knowing you're never alone. Crisis hotlines for mental health emergencies are available for Cuyahoga and Medina County residents, as well as national helplines for everyone via phone, online chat, and text for suicide prevention. The National Suicide Prevention Hotline is accessible via phone or online chat and includes deaf and hard of hearing, LGBTQ+, Spanish-speaking, and veteran-specific resources. The Crisis Text Line is a great way to connect with someone about anything on your mind. Simply text 741-741 with anything you want to chat about. The national resources include more helplines and websites to round out the vast array of assistance. Finally, we've provided a link with how to report social media concerns. If you see a concerning post, go to our website at www.try-c.edu/helpushere, click on Student Resources, then on Social Media Concerns for how to report on all the major social media handles. If you see or hear something, say something. You could help save a life. On the back of the Student Resource Guide, you'll see top 10 healthy habits to help yourself. Once you get rolling into the semester with all the added college schedule into your daily life, you might find that it feels like you have no time to yourself. These are some helpful tips to remind you to make and take time to care for yourself so that you can reach the goals you desire and reward yourself for all the hard work you've been doing in balancing life, work, school, and more. We also have tips on how to help a friend or someone you're concerned about. These tips give you an idea of what to do or say, as well as what not to do or say, to someone who gives you reason to be concerned because of self-harm, distressed, or suicidal talk. Always trust your gut and take comments seriously, especially when dealing with suicide. It's okay to talk with a person about suicide, as you won't make someone suicidal. Listen rather than judge, and be sure to get help rather than go it alone. Remember to use the 24/7 resources on the front of the page or call 911 in the case of an immediate emergency. Remember, you're not the professional, and someone coming to you is coming to you because they want to get help. Please take a minute to look over these helpful tips as well as the ones on our Help Is Here website. Go to www.try-c.edu/helpushere, click on Student Resources, then How to Help a Friend. The Fast Facts About College Students section will give you an idea of just how common mental health concerns are. 1 in 4 American adults lives with a diagnosable mental health disorder, and it's reported that 80% of college students have felt overwhelmed by all they had to do in the past year. Everyone deserves the right to a happy, healthy, peaceful life, but that's not always how we feel. Destigmatizing, or being able to talk openly about mental health, is a great first step in seeking help to get on track for a mentally well life. The final section is about suicide warning signs. Certainly not all of these must be met for you to be concerned about someone. The more of these signs that are apparent, the more likely a person is to be in mental distress, which may or may not lead to suicidal thinking or behavior. This is not your call to make, but by having the warning signs on your radar, you can let someone know that you're concerned about them and call for help if needed. There are many more warning signs and risk factors that can be helpful to know about. These are some more of the warning signs for folks at risk for attempting suicide. Look out for talk, behavior, and mood in others, especially when any or all of these are changes in a person. Talking about being trapped, being a burden, or wanting to never wake up are things to ask for clarification on. A person whose behavior includes reckless, aggressive, withdrawn, or isolated actions should cause reason for concern. If someone's mood is depressed, raging, irritable, humiliated, or anxious, disinterested in things that one once enjoyed, concern should also arise. Risk factors include a variety of health factors, such as mental health conditions, especially untreated, things like substance abuse, and serious medical conditions. Environmental factors include life stress and loss of someone, a pet, or a job, being harassed or bullied, having relationship problems, access to lethal means to harm oneself, and exposure to another person's suicide. If a person has attempted suicide in the past or has a family history of suicide, these are historical factors that put one at a higher risk for attempting or completing suicide. Note, committing suicide is not appropriate language to use, as it suggests a person committed a crime, when the person was really in a ton of mental ache and needed help. When mental health is treated, there is an extremely high rate of improvement and mental wellness that is reported. Visit the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention at afsp.org and click on About Suicide for more on warning signs and risk factors, information on support groups for those who've lost someone to suicide, attempted, or know someone who has attempted suicide, and much more. This is a snapshot of Tri-C's Help Us Here website. Go to www.tri-c.edu/helpushere and click on Student Resources. The student resources are broken down into helpful areas that we hope you'll explore. Thank you for taking the time to learn about our resources and tips to help yourself and others. If you would like to get more involved in helping change the perception around mental health on college campuses and promote wellness, Active Minds is a student club at Tri-C that you can join. Active Minds engages in many different awareness campaigns, such as National Day Without Stigma, Eating Disorders Awareness Week, Depression Screening Day, and more. At Tri-C, we have informational tables routinely set up around events with veterans, LGBTQ+ folks, and more. Active Minds meets regularly to consider ways to bring awareness to mental health and wellness on campus. Stop by a table, attend a meeting, or ask your campus counseling center for more information. If you have any questions, please contact the counseling center nearest you.